Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy, and I run a channel called BigkatsPoker. And so, for those of you that are used to watching, obviously my channel, it's predicated basically on video poker. This video is not for you. This is a whole total separate video, but I did want to get this information out to a number of people. So. Real quick, I'll dive in for those of you that I am speaking to here directly. I battled for years. I battled back pain. I've been in a car accident, a lot of sports, baseball, basketball. So it gets tiring on the body, right? And so years I battled back pain, severe back pain for over 20 years. I just dealt a bad hand with it, and that's what it was. And so, in 2000, for those of you who don't know, there's back pain. There's like, oh, you know what? I feel a little discomfort, and then there's major league style where it's crippling. Some days you're not moving. I've been on the floor before where I couldn't get off the ground, and you're talking to somebody who I played sports at higher levels. For you to say you can't do something, I just can't relate. Just get up, But I've been trapped because the back, when it grabs you, when it grips you, it controls you. And for those of you who have back pain, you know what I'm talking about. When it grips you, there's no fun. There's no happiness. You're pissed off all the time. You're angry, upset. You probably take it out on your spouse. You don't want to, but it's just what happens when you're controlled by pain. And people would say, how does it feel? I mean, it's hard. Everybody holds pain differently, right? My pain on an average was 8.5 to 9. So some people could say, well, your pain tolerance isn't that high. Whatever, you're going through it. So it doesn't matter if it's a hangnail. To you, your pain is your pain. And so I would describe it as best as back pain is tough, knee pain is tough also. But if you've had a toothache, and so if you've had a toothache for 20 years, it gets old and it gets aggravating. You can't shake it. It's tiring. Your back just controls you. So in 2011, I end up having a 2-level fusion. Where they went in and they put my spine back in alignment because I was really overpronounced. I'll show a little diagram here. So they put me back in alignment, and I had some relief. But because my body for so many years was my muscle patterns were in one way, I believe, and then I did get in a car accident. Somebody hit me from behind. A couple of the screws broke, which you don't see the titanium screws breaking often, but I feel like there was just so much pressure back there, and then when it gave, it did. So then 2015, they took the instruments out. I'm like, we got to do something because I can't live this way. I mean, and just to so you understand where I was at, I remember I took my daughter to Disney, and I could only walk for about 30 to 45 seconds before I had to sit down. And every time my back was tired and it was overworking, I'd sweat so much. There's so much pain, and it just like I always say, it's like a gripping effects, right? So I rewind for about 6 months ago, and I said, "Man, Doc, we got anything that we can give a shot to?" And he says, "We could do the spinal cord stimulator." The stimulator has, in the last 10 years, has went leaps and bounds from where it's been, and I said, "Let's give it a shot." So 3 days ago, I went in and I had a spinal cord stimulator put into my back. And so what they did is they took 2 wires and they ran these 2 wires right up my spine. And so I have a pack on my back right now, and it's taped. And so what the stimulator does is it defers the pain signals. You still have it in your body, but it defers it to your mind, so you don't know, you don't get those signals, those pain signals. And again, like, don't let me buffoon you. I don't know exactly how it, like, it's like your iPhone. I don't know how it works. I just know if I push your 10 digits, I'm going to get your phone call. But I don't care how what the algorithm is, as long as it works. So so my, just like anybody, man, you got something in your body, you're going to do that. But that's where you get, right? When you're tired, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so I went in, they prepped me, IV, all that. They put me down. I was still coherent. They went ahead and insert the leads. The uncomfortable level, it wasn't pain at all. A little discomfort, which is nothing, because they've numbed you all up. So then when I got out, they programmed it. And so what they do is when they program it, they say, okay, can you feel this vibration sensation? And so I could feel it in my leg. I said, yeah, I can feel it. He said, just tell me when you can. And then boom. And so we targeted the area. He did about 4 or 5 different programs, targeted that area. Of course, the first day, maybe even the second day, I couldn't tell because, well, I could tell I couldn't feel the original pain that I had, but I'm like, okay, am I under, influence or what? And so, but I could feel the incision pain of them going up through there because, it's just sore, but it's not pain. Don't get me wrong. Compared to what you're going through, if you're even thinking about doing it right now, there is no pain even touching, on a scale. Let me just give you on a scale. My pain before was a 8.5. And I would say my pain today is a 1 to 2. And that's just from what I feel back there. A 1 to 2, you can deal with that. That's nothing, right? So when they program that in there, the first, it's like, man, you're just waiting for the trap door, like wait till this thing comes busting back. But I'll tell you, this is my 3rd day. And they said people usually see it within the first couple days. They know if it works or not, because they're only trying to really get rid of about 50% of your pain. And I tell you, I'd say, well, I don't feel any pain in the original area, which is unreal. It's unbelievable. It just doesn't even make any sense. I don't understand it. So I say all that for this reason. If you're at a stage where you're looking at the spinal cord stimulator, you almost have to go. I would do the stimulator if you could do that before you had the surgery. That's just my opinion because I've done the surgery. The surgery was hellacious. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have to, you have to. The 2-level fusion I had was L5, S1. It went into the back, like I said, and that was 6-7 days of let's call it uniqueness. So if you could go and do the spinal cord stimulator and get the same results, like I said, if they could get 50% results, they're happy with that. And mine has taken more than that. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go in, I have 3 more days, and then they're going to pull these leads right out. And then I actually already called Doc up and I told him, let's go. I'm ready to go. So they're going to now, what they'll do is the permanent procedure right now, the pack is outside of my back. But what they'll do is it's just a little, almost like a ion battery or lithium battery, I should say. And that battery pack will be inserted kind of right above my right butt cheek. And they'll put it right back in that fatty area. I got a little fatty area, I'm just saying. But they'll put it right in there, and then it's good for 9 years. They said the battery lasts 9 years. I don't know I didn't even care. If they got to go in there 9 years from now, replace it, do whatever they got to do, then that's what it is. But that's the story on it. I'm going with it. And so I believe probably next month about this time, I'll be in a spot to where maybe it's not next month, but next couple months, and get the same results because it's unbelievable. So I have two thumbs up, spinal cord stimulator. If you have any questions, feel free to. I'll link my my email right below here. And if you have any questions, feel free, or just put them right out on the post. That's fine also. It's amazing. So if you've dealt with that pain, man, I can feel for you. I know exactly where you're at. The days are long. You can't sleep. You're pissed off all the time. You don't hang out with people. Not because you don't like them, it's because there's just so much to go with it. You know, you got so much baggage. You don't want to be a sore bunch of negativity, and you just want to get back to the life you had at one point. And I really do. I believe the spinal cord stimulator. I'll link below what mine was. I think it was a Mantronics, if I'm correct. So, but I'll link all that there for you. So I hope you get pure enjoyment of I shouldn't say enjoyment, but you get pure pain relief, and go from there.